Hello Nesties, it's Netta from Netta's Nest, and I thought I would come out to you guys just to show you how this sweltering heat, not how, but what this sweltering heat does to our plants. So, well, first let me introduce myself. My name is Netta. I am gardening in Florida Zone 10A in Central West Florida. Presently it's 93 degrees and feels like 104. At least that's what the weather says. I'll put it right here so you guys can see. And I just thought I would just come out here and show you guys the bag. I watered yesterday, but it doesn't make a difference. It's just hot, and we know that here in Florida, or tropical area, whatever you want to call it, our gardening zone, planting zone, growing zone doesn't follow anything that seems to be documented. You can look on the plant packets, it'll tell you XYZ. No. You can watch the Farmer's Almanac. No. You can try to do all those things, but it becomes so hot here between June and August that it is damn near impossible for something to grow happily. Not saying that we can't grow anything, because the okra will produce fruit. Excuse me, what did I just eat? Oh, but a lot of things that we want to produce fruit, like our tomatoes and our peppers, definitely shouldn't be growing any brassicas. Mine have gone to seed, the ones that were here, but this is their off season. It's time for them to rest. Time for them to rest right now for us, but that's just for us in this area. But I do have some of my little ones up on the porch that I plan on circulating out in August, but they're on the porch. They have the fan blowing on them to keep them. That's all my tomatoes. I know that I need to start things early. I have my peppers out there in my grow tower. They're looking all sad, but they'll be okay. But I don't anticipate not too much. But I have noticed that some things that are under the mango tree, tomatoes are still producing. Unlike this time last year, I had all my tomatoes over here in the tomato cage. Listen to all my tomatoes. I had my Roma tomato over there, and then I was trying to grow everything, but didn't understand that, look girlie, your growing season is between September and February. If you after February, March, April, May, you might get a little something, but I know that even though I keep trying to grow stuff, I've come to the sad reality that I'm not going to get much fruit. Now I do have watermelon that's spreading out. I do have sweet potato that's going crazy. I've lost my squash and my zucchini. My butternut squash is going straight to pot. My pumpkin is going, but not because of the heat, but because of the pest pressure. The pest pressure is unbelievable. I'm on a page on Facebook, and these people are taking pictures of hornworm that are enormous, and those little boogers, you can't even see them when they're small. So all I know, definitely when I go check my plants, I'm looking for dirt, little specks of dirt, and I have come to a realization that that's poop, aka shit. Yeah. So when you start seeing those dirt pieces get bigger and bigger, that hornworm is bigger and bigger. Now the hornworm, whatever he's pooping out, looks like specks of dirt, and it looks like those little green moths, their poop looks like eggs. That's what I've learned in my journeys in this past year that I've been gardening. So those things, but for right now, if the hornworm is out there, as long as he's not near my porch, I'm not really bothered about it. But I do check. I do have spinoside, and I do have BT if I need to spray. The earworm has already eared up my corn, but I do have 2 more 10-gallon grow bags that have seeds in it that I'm going to water as soon as the sun goes down, because I'm going to try to grow some more corn. So let me go out here. I got my hat on. I've already had a little bit of water. It is hot. But I just want to share with you guys what these plants look like in the heat. Hold tight. Okay, so let me flip this around, and it's bright out. Still very beautiful. Let me get you in the right thingy here. So here are the peppers. Everybody's all sad. They're preserving their energy. When it's too hot for these plants, their leaves do curl in, they droop down. But I just find it, you know, remarkable how everybody's drooping. I do have a couple tomatoes out here, and if they make it, they make it. We have some seedlings here coming up. These are green beans, which I know they'll be okay. A little tomato, that's okay. I have these two new guys here. Even as far as my orange tree, it's looking a mess from the heat, and it's native for Florida. And see, this is what I mean. Look at this. I still have some tomatoes, but I have to be careful. This one right here, look at it, how it's just, look at it. But there's 3 tomatoes, oh, 3, and look at there. 2 more right there. There's a tomato bush right here. And look at this one. So I do have tomato bushes. I got one little berry right here. It's burnt up. See that? I moved this down here because look at the sun scald. Because when right here, when it was in the front, when the sun comes up here, it was getting all that sun there, and then it was getting all the sun here and burnt my little leaves up. Even these leaves are curled under. They're preserving their energy. And I thought it was funny when I looked at my grapefruit tree, it was curled under. So the watermelon seems to be doing just fine. There's a little one there. I think it's a little watermelon. The leaves are so small. It was just in this bucket over here and started growing, so I left it alone. But I don't know if that's fertilized. But this is what, look at the okra, which usually produces just fine, but they are curled under. They're like, we cannot tolerate this heat. This is just pretty devastating. Nothing's dead. It's just conserving its energy. And this one here catches hell every time. Right there. So this is a cantaloupe here. So I don't know what's up under there, but I'm trying to get it to go that way. The peppers, I finally got, it took a year for this pepper to give me fruit. An entire year. That is the purple fish purple pepper or something I got. And I have a couple of them. It's 1, 2, but look at this one. Look at this baby here. They're desperate for water. But as soon as the sun goes down, I give them some water. I have, even though it's hot, I got a pepper right there. I have a red pepper growing right here. Basil seems to be fine, but there's a worm in here, or a snail. I keep seeing little spots. This little baby here is just truly amazing because I cut this off to this small, and look at it now, and it's full of blossoms, full of babies that's getting ready to come. This piece fell off somebody, and it's finally trying to stand up. Nothing yet, but I think they're coming. And then I have all pockets full of stuff. But I looked around on this little tower right here. There's some more stuff growing over there. It's a cucumber that has some cucumbers trying to come. And that's another thing is, but look how they're weeping. Even the sunflower is sad. It's hot, y'all. Look at the eggplant. That's it. The eggplant is just like, I can't. And I moved the eggplant from right here, because the squash was right here. You know, all the squash died. I threw it in the garbage. And maybe it was your phone is too hot. Okay, my phone is getting too hot. I'll be back. I had to take a little intermission. My phone gave me a warning that it was getting too hot. So we're just sitting here in front of the fan until it cools down, and I'll be back to finish my dry heat wave tour.